Welcome to Giggle Ha Ha Channel.
Hey, Jake. Fancy seeing you here. I thought you'd be buried under a pile of economics textbooks by now.
I was, until my brain hit its limit. I figured a caffeine break was the only way to stay semi-functional. You?
Same. I've been staring at my laptop for 3 hours, pretending to write my essay on media ethics in the age of AI. I've typed 1 paragraph and deleted it 5 times.
Ah, that sounds brutal. I'm writing a paper on behavioral economics, how people make irrational financial decisions. Ironically, procrastinating is one of them.
That's actually pretty meta. You know, I've realized writing assignments isn't just about understanding the topic, it's about knowing how to argue your point persuasively.
Absolutely. I think university is as much about learning how to think as it is about memorizing facts. But it's hard not to get overwhelmed.
Tell me about it. Between classes, part-time work, and deadlines, I feel like I'm constantly running on empty.
You work part-time too? How do you manage that?
I'm a student assistant at the library. It's not too demanding, but balancing shifts with coursework is tricky. I've learned that time management isn't just a buzzword, it's survival.
Totally. I tried doing tutoring sessions for extra cash, but I couldn't keep up. I ended up falling behind in macroeconomics.
That's the worst. You start hustling to afford rent, but it backfires academically. I think universities underestimate how much financial stress impacts performance.
Definitely. I read a study saying that students who worry about money perform 20% worse on average. It's like your brain can't focus when it's constantly in survival mode.
Exactly. I applied for a merit-based scholarship this year, but competition is insane. You basically need straight A's and community service and leadership experience.
Yeah. Universities love the well-rounded student, someone who's academically brilliant and socially active. Sometimes I wish they'd just focus on grades.
I get that, but I think soft skills matter too. You can be top of your class, but if you can't communicate or collaborate, employers won't care.
True. Speaking of communication, have you ever had to do one of those group presentations where half the group disappears the week before it's due?
Don't get me started. Last semester, I ended up doing an entire video project by myself because 2 members forgot to upload their footage.
Classic. Group work always sounds good in theory, collaborative learning and all that. But in practice, it's chaos.
Exactly. It's like herding cats. But I suppose that's part of the real-world experience professors keep talking about.
Yeah. The real world where one person does everything and everyone else gets the credit.
You're not wrong. Still, I think these experiences teach resilience. You can't just crumble every time things get messy.
True. Speaking of resilience, how do you handle stress during exams?
I used to panic a lot. Now, I try to stay consistent throughout the semester instead of cramming. I also meditate. Even just 5 minutes a day helps me reset.
Really? I've heard meditation improves concentration, but I've never tried.
You should. It's not some mystical thing. It's just about focusing on your breathing and clearing mental clutter.
Maybe I'll give it a shot. I've been so anxious lately. I even started questioning whether I'm in the right program.
Oh, you were pretty set on economics, weren't you?
Yeah, but lately I've been drawn to data science. It overlaps with econ, but it feels more dynamic. Everyone's talking about AI and big data. I don't want to fall behind.
That's understandable. The job market's changing fast. But don't switch just because it's trendy. Choose something that excites you long-term.
You're right. I just worry about employability. My parents keep reminding me that university is an investment.
Mine too. It's tough balancing passion with practicality. But you know what helped me? Talking to alumni. They've been through it and give honest advice.
That's a great idea. Maybe I'll contact a few from the career office.
Do it. And don't stress too much. Half the people I know switched majors at least once. You're not falling behind. You're figuring things out.
Thanks, Emma. You always make me feel like I'm not completely failing at adulting.
Oh, I'm winging it too. I just hide it better.
Fair enough. Hey, how's your internship application going? You mentioned applying to a media company.
Yeah, I've got an interview next week. It's for a digital content intern position. I'm nervous, but excited. It could open doors for after graduation.
That's awesome. I wish I had that kind of direction.
You will. Everyone's timeline is different. Besides, half of success is just showing up consistently.
That's a good point. You know, conversations like this make me realize university isn't just about lectures. It's about growing up, learning to navigate uncertainty.
Exactly. It's a crash course in life skills, resilience, independence, and maybe how to survive on instant noodles.
The true student diet.
Anyway, I should probably get back to my essay before my motivation completely evaporates.
Same. But thanks for the chat. I actually feel a bit more grounded now.
Anytime. Let's check in after midterms, see who survived.
Deal. Loser buys coffee.
You're on.
You know, Emma, the more I read about sustainability, the more I feel like we're just scratching the surface.
That's because we are. People love using the word sustainable, but most don't really understand what it means.
Guilty as charged. Before this project, I thought it was just about recycling and turning off the lights.
Yeah, that's a common misconception. Sustainability isn't just what you do, it's how you think. It's about systems, energy, economy, consumption, all connected.
Systems thinking. I remember that from one of your lectures. Everything's part of a loop, right?
Exactly. You can't talk about saving the planet without talking about how we live, what we buy, and even what we throw away.
That's kind of depressing when you realize how wasteful our daily lives are.
True, but it's also empowering. Once you see the connections, you realize how much power individuals actually have to create change.
So, here's something that bugs me. If sustainability's so important, why are so many companies still faking it?
Ah, you're talking about greenwashing, pretending to be eco-friendly for marketing purposes.
Exactly. I was reading about a clothing brand claiming their products were 100% sustainable, but it turns out only the tags were recyclable.
Classic case. The truth is, as long as there's profit in appearing green, some companies will exploit that.
So, what's the fix? Stricter regulations?
That's part of it, but I think it also comes down to education and consumer awareness. If people start demanding transparency, greenwashing stops being profitable.
It's like the market adjusts when consumers get smarter.
Exactly. Sustainability shouldn't be more than a PR stunt. It should be built into a company's DNA.
You make it sound so simple, but the business side's messy. Profit margins, supply chains, global logistics, all of that adds pressure.
True, but at some point, we have to stop pretending that short-term profit outweighs long-term survival.
Harsh but fair. The planet doesn't exactly do bailouts. Let me play devil's advocate here. Do individual actions really matter? I mean, I can recycle and bike everywhere, but that's a drop in the ocean compared to corporate pollution.
That's a classic debate, individual versus systemic change. Personally, I think both are essential.
How so?
Think of it this way. Systems are made up of people. If enough people shift their behavior, systems have to adapt.
But that's a slow process.
Maybe, but it's sustainable. No pun intended. Governments and corporations follow public demand. Every policy starts with people caring enough to ask for it.
Huh. So individual change creates the pressure that leads to systemic change.
Exactly. But it has to be collective, not isolated. If one person goes vegan, that's nice. But if millions do, industries transform.
You make a good point. I guess cynicism's just another form of inaction.
Precisely. Saying my actions don't matter is a convenient excuse to do nothing.
Honestly, though, sometimes it feels overwhelming. Like, no matter what we do, it's too late.
I get that. There's even a term for it, eco-anxiety.
Yeah, I've read about that. People literally losing sleep over the state of the planet.
It's real. Climate news can be paralyzing. Floods, wildfires, record heat. It's easy to feel helpless.
So how do you deal with it? You study this stuff every day. Doesn't it get to you?
It does, but I focus on the progress, not just the problems. Renewable energy, reforestation,
youth activism. These things are growing.
That's true. I saw a report saying that over 70% of young people want to work for companies with strong environmental values.
Exactly. That mindset shift is massive. It's like hope disguised as data.
That's a nice phrase. Hope disguised as data.
Feel free to use it in your presentation. Just cite me properly.
Deal. What about technology? Everyone says innovation will save us. Solar panels, carbon capture, AI-driven agriculture.
Technology's a double-edged sword. It can help, but it's not a silver bullet.
Meaning?
Well, tech can make processes more efficient, but it can also lead to rebound effects. We use more because it's cheaper or faster.
Like energy-efficient cars that encourage people to drive more.
Exactly. That's why technology needs to be guided by ethics and policy, not just convenience.
I see. So innovation is part of the solution, but mindset change is the foundation.
Couldn't have said it better. If we don't change how we think about consumption, no matter how much tech will fix the root problem.
Makes sense. It's not just, can we do it, but should we do it?
That's the ultimate sustainability question.
You know, before this project, I never thought about my own habits much. I was the kind of guy who'd buy bottled water and not think twice.
Hey, at least you're honest. Awareness is the first step.
Now I feel guilty every time I throw something away.
Don't let guilt be the driver. Let purpose be. Guilt burns out fast. Purpose lasts.
That's deep. Maybe you should be giving a TED Talk instead of just a seminar.
Only if you co-present. You bring the business angle, I bring the idealism.
Fair deal. But seriously, this conversation's changed how I see sustainability. It's not just an environmental issue. It's social, economic, psychological.
Exactly. It's about balance between people and planet, profit and ethics, present and future.
You know, that might be the title of our talk, Finding Balance.
Perfect, because that's really what sustainability is. Balance in motion.
So, after the seminar, what's next for you?
I'm joining a coastal research project studying how small communities adapt to rising sea levels.
Wow, that sounds amazing. You're actually out there making a difference.
Trying to. What about you?
I'm applying for a sustainability consulting internship. I want to help companies rethink how they define success.
That's brilliant. We need people like you in the corporate world.
Thanks. You know, I used to think sustainability was about saving trees. Now I realize it's about saving ourselves.
Couldn't agree more. Because at the end of the day, we're not separate from nature. We are nature.
That's a powerful way to put it.
Well, it's true. Maybe that's the biggest shift humanity needs, remembering we're part of the ecosystem, not above it.
Amen to that.